Hi, Andrew. Rather than just sending you some text, let me just give you a demo of what I think is happening. And here's a demo lecture that I created just to do this with. So if I tell it that I want to add a description, and I go ahead and say this is text, and then typically what I want to do is say resources, and then down here I want a bulleted list, and I want to say systems wiki, and it's actually a link. So I say link, insert link, and I tell it that it's http://www.systemswiki.org, and I want it in a new tab, and I tell it to insert, and then here are some other notes. So now that I've typed this and I tell it to save it, okay, you see what I get here? All the formatting evaporates. So if I open it back up, there's nothing there. If I go to the HTML mode, there's nothing there either. If I go ahead and actually code this in HTML mode, which is, you know, extremely painful but doable, p a strong um, resources slash strong slash p, and then I go ahead and do ul and li, um, href equals http colon slash slash systemswiki.org, quote parent systemswiki slash a slash li, and then parent slash come on, slash ul, so that I now have, oh, and then here's some more text. Now I'm going to copy this, and I'll show you why in just a moment. I'm going to copy this. But now if I've coded all of this directly and I tell it to save it, it still evaporates. It just goes nowhere. But if here, where I'm supposed to be in the rich text mode, if I actually put the HTML in here and save it, it actually works, which is really bizarre. Well, it mostly works. The formatting is screwed up because it doesn't do the bulleted list here in the view. So, and I go to edit it, and it's terrible. So I think that this rich text editing dialogue is just messed up. Because if I go and tell it that I want to add content and I want to add text as the content, and I go back up here, and let me cancel this. Where am I? Oh, I want to open this. If I just copy this, it doesn't let me copy. All right, what am I trying to do? Cancel this, go to add content, tell it I want to add text. If I do, um, rich text works here. Resources, resources, bulleted list, systems wiki, and I go ahead and tell it that I want this to be bold and I want this to be, yeah, I can't spell, but that's all right. It's a known problem. Insert link, http:// www.systemswiki.org. Open in a new link, insert more text, and I tell it to save it. I get the note. And then it saves it, and it's correct. So that if I tell it that I want to edit it, I see it in rich text format. I can look at the HTML if I need to, which typically I really don't want to. So this part, this rich text editing dialog works. This sorry, I get confused about where the pieces are. Look at this. This one works if I code the HTML where I should be looking at rich text as opposed to all of the HTML. Because if I look at it in the HTML, it's really, really ugly. But what I'm saying is I can now, it's functional in terms of if I want to code the rich text or code the lecture description directly in HTML where I should be coding rich text, it works. So mostly I would say that presently it just sucks. So hopefully this is helpful for you to understand what I'm wrestling with. And if I've completely confused something somewhere, it's not unknown for me to do that. So just let me know. Hope this helps. Bye.